Hey guys, hope everybody's having a good evening. It is a little bit late, but I wanted to jump on here and say now, as I'm going to be releasing more of my testimony here now in this very near future, I feel that it's important to address growing up being abused by my father for many years is one of the things that I talk about, and the main topic that I've been talking about is the narcissism and dealing with the narcissist and leaving a toxic abusive relationship. Um, you know, gave it my all and some. I really believed that God wanted me to work on my marriage, to, you know, just keep working, just trust Him, keep my eyes on Him, not the situation, not the problem, not the abuse, not what, my husband's doing. It was a constant, like a constant cycle. It was constant, like on this like hamster wheel, and I just keep going and going and going and going and going and jumping off and then getting back on. And it's just been like push and pull, push and pull. That if you're in a toxic narcissistic relationship, it is nothing but push and pull, gaslighting, word salad, abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, devaluing you, devaluing your existence, and with all that being said, that those are the current things going on now. Growing up, having an abuse childhood, and having brothers, and my sister was out of the house. Like, she left home when she was 16, and so I pretty much grew up with brothers. So my point is, it was me, my brothers, my mom, and my dad in the home. Now, my dad was a functioning drug addict and alcoholic, narcissist on steroids. And it's really sad because I'm telling you, it can go one or two ways. You can pick somebody out or end up with somebody, not so much you picked them, but end up with somebody who is just like your father or just like your abuser, or you don't. It's like the luck of a draw. Yeah, we know what I drew. And so, regardless of all the other toxic situations that I went through, and, all I know is, I have 4 beautiful children as a result of, one of the uh, really toxic relationships. And that's like long been done for like 30 plus years. But, current happenstances, current events, is what I've been, talking about and coming on here and YouTube and whatnot, and really trying to figure out how to get my testimony out. And, I write, I journal, and I'm like, well, I'm writing a book. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, to be honest. Like, I'm journaling, I'm writing, but I need help. I really need help as far as like writing a book. I'm looking for a ghostwriter. I just need help as far as that goes. Yeah, I'm a hot mess. Enough rambling. The point of this video is I felt it was important to let you all know that my mom was not abusive at all. My mom was she was a victim in her own, her own marriage with my father. You know, he was abusive. He was abusive to everybody, but like I was like the golden child for abuse. And she was going through her own abuse with him. She was going through her own struggles as you and I, know what it feels like to be in a toxic, abusive um, cycle with this parasite who you love. It's a very confusing time, right? It's very confusing because you spent years with this person, or however much time you spent with this person, and you loved them. You fell in love, you got married, you laid down with this person every night. You sat and have dinner with this person, every day. And it's like, it's always been like the person who's supposed to protect you from all the bad things in the world and from the monsters is the same as my dad was. My dad was the monster that I needed protection from. He never protected me. That's where I'm at now. But my mom was not guilty in any of it. Like, none of it was my mom's fault. And I just want to make that clear, because as I am going to continue to talk more and release more of my full-blown spilling the teapot kettle of my own, I don't want anybody to say, well, where was your mom? Like, well, if all that happened, like, where was your mom when this happened and that happened? She was being abused by my father. My father was physically, emotionally, mentally, verbally, horribly abusive to her. And she worked hard. She went through breast cancer. My brother committed suicide. Like this, it was just one thing after another. And I went through that, losing my brother. He was my best friend. So, I mean, there's so many stories, and there's so many facets to this whole, it's just a lot. Okay, but I just want to make sure that nobody says, wow, I don't want anybody to say anything negative about my mom. And I know you can't keep people from saying things or thinking things or whatever. I haven't had that so far. But like I said, as I'm going to be sharing more of some really crazy stuff, um, all true, all facts. And my mom supports me 100% on, my videos and my story. And she feels really bad and she blames herself. And I just keep telling her, it's not your fault. He was a sick man. It is not your fault. Like, please don't blame yourself. Like, I love you. It was just something that I had to go through. You know, God allowed it, but I wouldn't be who I am today had it not happened. Would I have rather it didn't happen? Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I would have a completely different life right now. We would be sitting here having a whole different story, or we wouldn't even be sitting here at all. I wouldn't even be on social media. I don't mess with Facebook because, oh my God, why would I want to tell people that I'm sitting on the toilet shitting and what color it is? Like, who cares? Like, I don't care what you and your spouse are doing in bed. Like, I hate Facebook. They should just do away with it. But please don't, just try not to say anything negative about my mom, because she really is a saint. She survived so much. She's lost 2 brothers. She's lost 3 kids. She lives with a broken heart every day. And the last thing she wants is to lose me or my brother. And so she feels really bad, that I'm struggling with what I'm going through. But I'm strong, I guess, right? I'm still here. So I just want to let you know that my mom is a great support. She's always been a great support to me. And I love her, little Rosie. I love her. And just know that she's been wonderful to me. I don't know what I would do without her. Seriously, I don't know what I would do.